Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Cullen Covenant, where things are staying relatively interesting and dicey. The most exciting thing from the last episode was Edward going on a little bit of a rampage, accidentally freeing our prisoner temporarily, destroying several doors, and apparently the wall separating the refrigerator from the rest of the barracks, which has caused them to be a little bit unhappy about sleeping in the cold. I would say they should kind of enjoy that after the heat wave we just had when several of them nearly died from heat stroke, but that's just me. We also have a new prisoner, which is the wandering woman that was coming through, who we had intended to attempt to tame, but then she started to hunt India for food for some reason, and in the course of defending her, we cut off her arm and leg. So we can convert her to our ideology, but I'm not sure. I'll have to think through how we can recruit her, because she's not... I don't know if we release her and attempt to tame her still. I'm not sure. We'll have to think about that. Additionally, we have Kaisuke, who is really not doing much for us at the moment, so we may go ahead and convert him to meat. It's possible. I don't think we have an ideological respected if guilty. Executed guilty prisoner. It's respected if guilty, but I don't know if it will hurt them if they're guilty. Should have thought about that. We'll think about that. Because he's not considered guilty at the moment. I don't think. Let's see. Now, she is surely guilty, and she will be guilty for 19 hours. So if we want to convert her to meat, we have a brief window to do that, but I do really want to recruit her because of her interest in shooting, her passion for plants. I feel like she would be really good for our current food issue that we have. So, still trying to think through our plan there, but plenty going on. We have Rosa and Party, who are married to each other. No, sorry, Party is married to Kenna, but Party and Rosa both have paralytic abasia. So lots of exciting stuff happening currently. We have a lot of missing limbs as well, which is interesting. It's interesting. So Edward is fully healed. His mood is great. Rosa's not as happy right now. We really need to do something about our barracks because it is not a very enjoyable room to be in. We either need to build a better barrack, as in potentially in the mountain, or just improve what we have, which I think we may do. So if we set an order to smooth out these walls, we could start working on creating stone blocks out of the marble that will increase our wealth, which is something we want to be mindful of. Increased wealth means more powerful raids, and we're still only in the 20,000s range, so we're not really all that wealthy, all things considered, which means that our raids for now will stay relatively mild. And I think if we can chop a few trees down, we can plant some traps here and not really have to do much from a defensive perspective. So something to consider. Unfortunately, with the fact that our fridge is not sealed off, the temperature is staying relatively warm here, so we just need to prioritize that if we can. Only need 5 wood, so 30 cooking area will do it. That makes sense. Boy, oh boy. I think what we could do is convert this into our death rest chamber for now until we can build something more permanent. Plus, we could add in more room to build some additional infrastructure around it. So like a death rest accelerator would be phenomenal. I think that would be nice. Yeah, I think this would be good. Gosh, and everyone just got food poisoning. So people are going to be operating much worse. Pack of manhunting squirrels have entered the area. Okay. How many squirrels are we talking? 3. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can deal with this. They're working on the wall. Can they finish that real quick? Wait, hold on. Who are you? Oops. Who's this guy? Messages. Did I miss something? Who is this person passing through? Anarchist. Oh, he's really good at shooting. He's 90 years old, though, with no health conditions. And he hates women. Nah, pass. Well, could have been meat. Well, it might still be meat, to be fair. This one's rotting. This one's fresh. This one's also fresh. Nope. He will tend to himself. Never mind. Well, I don't think he's going to become downed. Who is he with? Well, yeah, we don't want to upset them. I think if he would have been downed on his own, we could have considered doing something about that, but not this time. Yeah. Well, we got some squirrels out of it. Maddie is having a bad time primarily because of her... oh, she also wants the apparel for her ideology, which would be... mask. We could probably make a mask. We could do that. Let's get that started. That would probably be a... probably a smithy? Non-mechanical weapons and tools. I think it would be a tailor because it's a mask, right? Tantrum. Well, that's not great. What is she on her way to break? Wooden wall? That's fine. How is Kenna doing? Kenna's also not doing great. She's sweaty and slept in the cold, so that's unfortunate for her. Ratty apparel, disturbed sleep. We need to improve this situation a bit more. So let's think about this, right? We need better bedrooms for our colonists. I think the way to do that would be simply to run a hallway up and give them each their own individual rooms. So what I'm thinking is this will probably buy us a lot more comfort over time. But if we were to have like 4x4 room all the way over like this. We have 6 people. We do those 2 there. Let's see. This is the fun planning stage, right? We could do 3x4. I mean, they're not. Then they wouldn't be a main. No, I feel like 4x4 is probably what we'd want to do. So, wall, hallway, wall, that, so that if our walls come down this to the hallway, connect into kind of a common recreational area, that would be good. So that's 5 rooms. Actually, 5 rooms would be perfect because Maddie and Edward are going to want to share a living space anyway, right? So let's do that. Let us do that. So we actually need to mine you out. And then we want to... let's wall this off first. We're going to need a lot more wood. Although we could also just start working on our marble stone. Feels risky to do marble. It's going to be the easiest to get the most out of that. We also know that this is marble as well, so any future stones we're going to get are going to be marble. So let's do it. Let's just get marble. I think that'll be fine. Marble stones, do forever. And then let's grab this radius down to like here. There we go. And then who's our crafter? Who's our best crafter? We could set Kenna to that. She's not really doing much else at the moment. She's, other than having a bad time, just more broadly. We really need to keep her indoors, I think. She is a dirt mole. We're gonna have to. Let's do a special zone for her. I want her to be able to haul and do stuff, but it's such a damper on her mood to have sunlight sensitivity -12, sweaty from being outside. It's just too much. So, let's do zones. Here we go. Manage areas. Let's add a zone. Let's call this Kenna indoors. Let's do that, and then let's expand it. Yeah, she's gonna want to stay mostly in here. And I know she's not gonna shoot. Is she? She's not our warden, is she? No, she is definitively not our warden. So, unfortunately, that's gonna make it hard for her to do this unless we. I guess we'll allow her. That's a bummer. If we allow chunks to go in here. Chunks can go here. Chunks cannot go. Let's just delete this one. And then we can reinstall this in here. Also build a light. Will not reach. Let's put you up to here. I think that'll work. And then what we want to do is we want to just have those be hauled. Oops. That didn't work. Here we go. Haul these. Start carrying these in. Where's she going? Where are you going now? Wooden wall, that's fine. Not the door, though. Maddie is no longer having a tantrum, but she's close to having another major breakdown, so that's great. We're doing great. So many negatives coming through currently. Okay, let's set... India is currently carrying things in. What is she missing? She's lifting... That's wild that she's doing that while missing an arm. Okay. She's still getting hit with the -12. But she is getting hit with the horrible barracks. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. So, what we're going to do... What is this? What's the value of this marble wall? Is there a way to know what this does to our wealth? Let me Google this. Let's see. Rimworld wealth marble wall. Stone blocks. Let's see. Beauty factor, market value 0.9. So like 1 silver? Not sure what that means. So we're just gonna do it though. It's fine. Let's go ahead and plan it out. Oops. Let's cancel this one. And we'll replace the outer wood walls afterwards. Let's do this. I think ideally also we're going to want to... Let's see. Kind of rework our refrigerator here because it's so tiny, but I think for right now it's probably okay. do this is going to be no, we don't want a marble door. We want a wood door. There we go. Build copy. I know we don't have enough. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. So this will be our 5 rooms. Eventually we'll have a more grand living space for the leader. Although I guess we could actually kind of plan for this to extend out a little bit to give them a slightly larger room. I think that would be preferable just because we want the leader of our cult and his partner to have the more grand living arrangements. So we'll extend this out here. We'll have to deconstruct this eventually, but I think this will work. So this is all going to be marble. Oh, we also, want to plan for vents that will connect at the bottom of each room like this. It will be a little ugly, but it will hopefully be outpaced by that marble wall. So this will be pretty luxurious, I think, once they're settled in. So we have a lot of marble needed. So we need 44 times. I think this needs 5 each. So the 220 marble, I think, is what we need currently. We have 40. So we have a ways to go until this is truly ready. Are we recovering from the food poisoning? Not yet. Hopefully with some sleep, that will be kind of worked off. I mean, maybe we take this guy in. The social and artistic is pretty good. He is beautiful. That's pretty nice. He has an interest in shooting. He's older, so if something does happen and he does die, he still has food. It's a possibility. It's a possibility, I think. We'll consider it. People just keep throwing up, which is such a shame. Not much we can do about that at the moment. But the rooms are being built. Very slowly. Is this... Ooh, this is going to be unfortunate too, isn't it? Did not think about that. That will get major interference. So we'll probably want to move these more down this way, which I think is also going to be fine. And by move, I mean reconstruct. We have 18 components. We have several pockets of them right here. So that's not too big of a deal. We will be hurting for them eventually, but I don't feel like moving all of our plans over. Getting more cotton. We have a lot of cotton, actually. I'll say after this, we won't sew any more of that because we have quite a bit. Starvation. Who is starving? India. Do we not have meals? Maddie is butchering. Then hopefully cooking. Right? Please? Nope. Let's focus on... You should be focusing on cooking. Ah, that's why. We need to do an electric stove. Let's deconstruct you. Okay, now we need to replace you with an electric stove. Outdoors. Oh, because of the door. That's right. Nope, we need to... Missing 80 steel. Never ends. Edward will cheer up party. Okay, great. And now, no, we need to focus on mining. We need the steel badly, because people are starting to starve. Yeah, we did use all of our steel, didn't we? What are you? Yep, okay, great. That's fine. Great. Okay. Simple meal. Do it 20 times until you have, or see, let's see, until you have 20, and let's remake more at 10. Go, and Maddie should start to, let's prioritize that right now. There we go. Now people should start to grab the meals they need. The walls are coming in actually really nicely thanks to Kenna, who is still having a poor time, but things will improve. Unfortunately, because we have a dirty cooking area, the food poisoning might continue. Let's prioritize that, shall we? Thank you. God, the last thing we need is another round of food poisoning. But this will start to cement our arrangements here. Royal Tribute Collector. If we were to get raided, now would be the best time. Or if we have an Ancient Danger, which I don't think we do. I don't recall seeing one when we started. No, okay. And this is considered outdoors now, I think. Yes, it is. So people are going to be miserable about that. Managing this like a pro. Making a lot of progress, though. Much do... Oh, the vents are done, so that's perfect. So once we get these last walls put up, we can consider this to be inside. We also don't have any more wood. Construction level 7, nice. Bummer. What's his construction skill? Is this really that bad? 5. It's not great. I should set his to like 2. We need to focus on the crops. She can focus on the construction. This should almost put us inside, or make this an internal place if we had wood. And I think with this last, you're almost out of food. Gift, uranium. Okay. That's interesting. Are we out of food so quickly? Guinea pigs are not going to be worth much. Those are so close to the edge of the map. We could kill that wolf. Or the bear. The bear would be worth quite a bit of meat. 300. That would be... Oh, we have 19 meals. We're not starving. Kenna? What's wrong with you? Sleeping alone. Well, that's going to be tough, but we will move your husband in with you. That's true. We don't really fully need... We'll have an extra room because... Kenna and Party will share a room. Maddie and Edward will share a room. And I think Rosa doesn't have a partner. So we only need 1, 2, 3, 4. We only need 4 of these rooms. Perfect. What's our range on this? Is it like... Okay, I see. Yeah, that's fine. This will be a nice common room to have. That's more marble. Just about got the steel set up. This is perfect. Meals. We have 2 days worth of food. We may need to kill a chicken. Oh, they're getting married. What a horrible place to get married. Well, in the dark, in the kitchen / dining area, I mean, does it get better than this? You know, does it get better? I don't think it does. This is as lovely as it gets. Amazing things happening. This is broken down. Great. So, also not ideal. But let's deconstruct this. Let's not repair it. Because auto cut. I don't know what that. Oh, auto cut plants around it. If we repair this with a component, it's still going to be blocked by this wall, so I would rather it just be moved now rather than waste the components to repair it and then deconstruct it anyway. Yeah, incompetent cook has occurred. You have good cooking skills. I don't know why that would happen. Okay, so this is no longer considered outside. Great. Power. Let's set this like here. Put another one there eventually. Or we do here. And another one like there. Let's do that. Let's put this one here. Construct the conduits, and then we will. Let's put new ones. Conduits. Let's see. Actually, we want to keep these. Cancel. Perfect. We do need a lot more steel, but it should be fine. There's a bird trapped in here. Nope, it was almost trapped in there. It was almost food. Slowly cleaning up our act. But our shrine is still a temporary jail. I think this is considered inside now. Perfect. Yep, incompetent cook, more food poisoning. Oh boy. Things are going to be so much better when this... Oh, Rosa has 10 days left on her paralytic abasia, and then we will have someone who is not really good at anything, to be honest, but can do some social stuff, and is, at the very least, Edward's daughter. However, being staggeringly ugly will make it difficult for her to find a partner, I think. Because this trait... her face looks like a cross between a drawing by an untalented child, a malformed fetus in a jar of formaldehyde, and a piece of modern art. Others must exert conscious effort to look at her when conversing. So that's not great for the dating scene. So that that pregnancy she showed up with may have been the best chance for Edward to have a grandchild, but there are ways around that. So for instance, we could take we could forcefully take a sample, I think, from Kaisuke and fertilize her eggs and create a child that way. So I think if we get a pawn with good enough skills, we would want to do that. Oh, we're getting some traders. If we can get... I think the Fororans are moderately advanced. Commune, they're collectivist. No, it doesn't really say. Social gets definitely not at you. 9.5. It's going to be Edward. So let's trade. What have we got? Could buy some components, which is probably wouldn't be a bad trade, honestly. A triple rocket launcher. Ooh, a Panthera Duster. Can't sell any chickens. Sell this. Buy some medicine. Let's do that, and then we'll buy the components, and then we'll sell, I don't know, like, we'll sell enough cloth to offset our purchase. So like if we sell like 100 cloth, or like 250. There we go. Come out pretty even, and we still have quite a bit of cloth left over. I think that works. Let's do that. Great. And I feel like you really aren't doing... What are you doing? What's your... Oh, you're just hauling. Getting our wood, that's perfect. We're very close to having bedrooms, which is really, really exciting. We'll want to think about a hospital at a certain point as well, just because if we're going to be doing a lot of procedures, we want that to be in a pretty clean location. All right, machining is done. Let's get... Gunsmithing could be pretty good. We could replace Maddie's bow. Yeah, for this we need plate armor. Armor I'm not... Take a lot of research. Let's do... We could get prosthetic legs, which would help with... her with woodpecker, but I think we do let's do I mean, this is 500, like, let's just knock that out. Okay, additional furniture. We want some to cut this plant. We need to auto cut. Oak trees, yep, it's perfect. Because we're out of electricity. Actually, can we research? Do we have solar panels researched? We did do that. Okay. What we could do then is add a solar generator. How much does this provide during the day? 1,700 versus, what does this do? A maximum of 2,300. I'd almost rather do another solar panel, just because it's going to be a little bit more stable. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. That'll get our production up. Growth moment. Oh, cool. Well, this is a good way to finish. India Walter has reached the biological age of 7 and has experienced a growth moment. She has shown minimal personal development, complaining that studying gene editing is boring. Nia has a strange fear that by nature running, she will end up catching long rot. She is now old enough to do the following work. Oh, we can do more. That's perfect. Ooh. Can be quite eccentric. She learns everything much faster than everyone. That sounds kind of good, though. That will be pretty helpful. I think let's do that. Let's do that. I mean, I wish we would have gotten more passions for her, but maybe with our next age up, we could do something more. All right. Well, we're at 36 minutes now, so we're running a little long. I think there's so much vomit in here. This is insane. We need someone to clean this urgently. I think this is a decent place to stop. People are a little hungry, a little famished, some malnutrition going on, but our rice is quite a ways away. Potatoes are also quite a ways away. So, I think in the next episode, we're going to need to address that food shortage and probably do a little bit of hunting. But we are almost done with our bedrooms, which will mean we can finally get some comfortable living conditions for the group. We'll extend it out a little bit further for Maddie and Edward and get everyone kind of settled in a little bit better and convert this more into a living space. So, like a rec room, probably. So this is going pretty well. I'm enjoying this so far. We still have a lot to kind of get sorted out, but things are stabilizing a little bit, knock on wood. And yeah, we'll see what happens next time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. Feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. But otherwise, we'll catch you next time. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.